and welcome here to more TALKFCB, and welcome back to the channel, guys, as we do have today some really big build-up to a vital game for Barça in the Champions League at the Camp Nou against Dynamo Kyiv. Today we're going to be hearing, of course, from Ronald Koeman, but also Sergio Aguero, and crucially, Samuel Umtiti has broken his silence, and I'm going to be bringing you there some big quotes from the French centre-back. It is all coming up, some big words, so let's get to it. Because first of all, before we come on to any of that, I want to start with some words here from the president himself, who has called upon the fans in Barça to really get behind their team on Wednesday and turn up to support Barça against Dynamo in the Champions League. Laporta posted a video on Monday. He said, "We need your support." He said, "Come to encourage the team. The players need it. They need to feel your encouragement." He said it happened against Valencia when the fans started to encourage the team. We got ourselves back in the game. He said, and now we need you to come on Wednesday in the match against Dynamo. Come to support the team. It's the Champions League. We need to win. And indeed, this morning in Barcelona, Sergio Aguero appeared in the pre-match press conference there ahead of what is an absolutely pivotal game for Barça, particularly when you're looking at our Champions League qualification for the knockout stages. Aguero said, "I'm really happy to be available, to be here, ready to play this game." He said, "It's always great to play in the Champions League." And he said, "I felt great on Sunday when I came on. We got the win against Valencia. That was the most important thing." And he said the fans were amazing. It was a very nice feeling to make my debut there in the Barca shirt. He said, obviously, when you're looking at this match, he said, if we don't win, we're more or less eliminated from the Champions League. He said, but we're confident. He said, Sunday's win is going to help us feel good for tomorrow. And he said, with the support of the fans, we're going to push for the points that we desperately need in this Champions League group. Aguero was then asked by the journalist, what was it like to go out at the Camp Nou to have the fans behind you? What was that whole experience like? And he actually said it was a little bit strange because he said most of the time in my career I've been playing on the other side. He said I've been coming to this stadium as an opponent. He said it's very difficult to do that when you're coming here as an opposition player. So he said now to be able to play here for Barca in the Barca shirt, he said it's something that I'm going to enjoy. He said I'm really grateful again for that reception that he received from the fans at the Camp Nou. And although Aguero was asked if he was planning anything special, maybe a special kind of celebration, something that he'd rehearsed if he scores his first goal, Aguero said no. He said, I don't really have anything planned. I don't really think too far into it. He said, obviously, the goals are going to come. He's very confident on that. But he said the key is not to think too much into it. He said, when I get my chances, I'll always try and help the team. And the main objective, of course, for all of us is to win. And I think certainly the inevitable question did indeed come when you got Aguero there in the press conference. You're always going to expect some sort of question on Lionel Messi, and especially there, Messi's exit from the club. Aguero was asked quite bluntly, did it affect you? You know, has it affected you now as you're moving into your Barca career to be here without Lionel Messi? But Aguero played it down, as he has done, to be honest, every single time that he's been asked this particular question. He said, no, this is something that happened in the past. He said, of course, it was a moment that caught us all by surprise. He said, but now I'd rather think about the games that we have ahead of us, you know, the important games that we have to come. He said, Leo, you know, he's doing well in Paris, he's enjoying himself there, and he said, as his friend, that is all that I want for him. Before again, inevitably, he was asked about the shirt number. Aguero currently occupying the number 19 shirt, but of course it's no secret whatsoever that he was offered to take over Lionel Messi's number 10. Aguero said, though, when I arrived, number 19 was the number that was available to me. He said, I'd used that before in the national team, so that's why I did choose that number. And he said then later, when of course I was asked about the 10, you know, maybe taking over from Leo, he said, I always said that number 19 was the number that I'd chosen. That was the number that I was going to keep. He said, but honestly though, he said the number 10, it looks very good on Ansu Fati. He said, and with his return, with his goals, I'm really happy for him because he is a special talent. And then finally, given that Aguero there did speak about Ansu Fati and the talent that he has, Aguero was asked, can he be the future of this team? Can he be the man to lead Barca into that next generation? And Aguero was again glowing in his praise for young Ansu Fati. He said he is young, he needs to keep growing, of course, keep improving. He said it's very, very difficult at the top level, and he said it's the job of us more experienced players to help him, using that maturity, using that experience to help him there on and off the field. He said, but we've all seen it, out there on the field, in training, how he plays. He said he's one of those talents that don't happen very often, so we need to make the most of him, given that we have him at Barca. Then it was indeed over to Ronald Koeman, who I think would have been very, very relieved to get that win against Valencia on Sunday. I don't think the pressure has been fully eased. Believe me, the pressure is still firmly on him and his team going into this game. But I just think in this particular press conference here, there wasn't an abundance of questions about his future. Mainly it was all about the match. Koeman said straight away, tomorrow, we're playing for our future in the Champions League. He said after we've lost our first two games, we have to win this game. It is crucial. There is no other opportunity for us. And it was interesting because then a journalist actually asked Koeman, you said before in the Champions League that we can't expect miracles from this Barca team. He said, do you stand by that? Do you believe that this Barca team can compete in this competition? And Koeman's answer, it was an interesting one because he did say, compete? Yes, we can. He said, but we can't demand that we win the Champions League because he said, compared to other teams, we'll still try and get to that level, but we got players coming back. He said, of course, they got to gain more and more sharpness, but he said, yes, we can compete, and I expect to get through the group stage. However, questions about expectations and about exactly what we think Barca can achieve in this competition did not end there because Koeman then received not one but two questions basically saying, how far can Barca go? Will it be quarterfinals? Can we expect semi-finals from this Barca team? But Koeman did not like that line of questioning. He said, honestly, we don't know. He said, I don't know how far Barca are going to go. He said, it depends on many, many different things. He said, it's not normal to demand that a team reaches a certain point. He said, right now, we are only focusing on winning tomorrow's match. And then he said, that's what we demand. But of course, guys, like I say, aside there from Aguero and Ronald Koeman looking ahead to this very, very big game, there have also been some big words from elsewhere. Over the past 24 hours there, Samuel Umtiti has given an exclusive interview to Mundo Deportivo where he breaks his silence over everything that's gone on, basically not just the past few months, but really the past few seasons. And I really do want to talk there about some of the quotes that came out from that interview, because Umtiti there was asked about the whistles that he received from the Barca fans during pre-season. How did he feel? How did he take that kind of message from the fans? And until he said, it hurt me a lot. He said, honestly, I never thought this could happen to me at this club because I love it. I love this club. He said, I do everything to be okay. He said, I've had hard times due to injuries, but in the end, I do my job. There was also plenty of rumours, of course, throughout the summer that Umtiti had actually met with President Laporta, and in that meeting it had been rumoured that Umtiti actually broke down in tears in that meeting. He was asked there whether that was true, and Umtiti confirmed it. He said, yes, it is true that I cried when I met the president. He said, I love this club, saying that again. He said, I don't see myself playing for any other club. It's impossible. He said, but I have felt rather lonely. Until he went on, he said, Laporta told me, Samu, if you're okay, you have to show it, then you might be able to get more opportunities in the team. He said, the coach makes the decisions, and I've got to accept them. I must train harder and prove myself on the field. What I think, though, was the most striking and certainly the most eyebrow-raising quote from this entire interview was when Umtiti went on there to speak about the current shape that he was in, about his physical state right now. Because he said, physically speaking, I'm better now than I was when I first arrived here. He said, I've changed many things, my workouts, the diet. He said, I'm stronger and faster than before. I could be at my best ever level. Now I'm just waiting for an opportunity to prove that. Before finally, Umtiti there did indeed confirm what we'd sort of already known throughout the summer, that he did indeed receive transfer offers to leave the club, but he rejected them. He said, I did receive offers from other clubs in the summer, but I didn't see myself leaving. And he also said that it's the same looking ahead to January. I'm convinced that I will fulfill my contract here until 2023. I want to succeed here. I want to win here. And I think it is very, very interesting there to see some of those words from Umtiti. I'm really, really curious as to what you make of those. It's no surprise to me that Umtiti doesn't want to leave. We've seen that now throughout the several transfer windows whereby he's had offers, he wants to fulfill that contract, he wants to stay on that contract. As of right now, we haven't had any confirmation about any wage reduction. Apparently Umtiti would be willing to lower his salary, but as of yet, that has not been confirmed. And what do you make there of him saying he's in the best shape of his entire career? Do you believe that? Should he have an opportunity in this team? And please do let me know all of your thoughts there, not only on Umtiti, but also on the words from Laporta, from Kun Agüero, and also from Ronald Koeman. Please let me know all that down below, guys. All of your opinions. And of course, I'll be seeing you over on the main channel, where we will have the big match preview between Barça and Dynamo Kyiv. I will see you later on, but until next time, as always, Vizca El Barça!